Okay, sorry, my phone is going off. I just don't know which drawer it's in. There it is. Sorry. Stop mode. Recording. Done. Now nobody can bother us. Hello, everybody. As per usual. I hope that you guys had a wonderful week. I haven't seen you guys since Monday. So it's been a little bit. Hello, Georgina. So we will let people trickle in, and then we can start with how my week went and boomerang off of there. So I had a thought. It's okay. So we had a fabulous time with Swish and her daughter, and Jerica. Swish is the daughter. Her hubby, and of course Swish. We had a great time. Oh, those are round beads, darn it. I did do a little bit of creating while they were here, mostly of like the baby variety. I made one of their friends, a little dinosaur teether, and it has a hole in the middle, so then it can go around and around. It helps with very introduction of sense of, oh my gosh, now I'm not going to be able to say the words. Spatial awareness. That's the word. Squishy has one like that, and then she also has one that she actually has to turn the one bead to make it go through because the way that I strung it. And so that's kind of like the next level. And she was so excited when she figured that out, let me tell you. We had a great time. Hello, Anita. Hello, Beth. Thank you. Yeah. In the spatial woods, I made a mess of it though over here because I was looking for beads because my beads are still like behind that. But yeah, just like move. No, wrong way. That will not work actually. Sorry. Anyway, so I had a great time. She was adorable as always. She loved her great aunt Danielle. Let me tell you, like instantly bonded. It was so adorable. She had so much fun. Things got a little overwhelming when everybody came in to meet her because Steven's dad and wife, though they're kind of exes, I don't know, it's a whole mess. But there's 9 kids total. So 3 of them are Steven's half brothers, though I hate those terms, and the other 6 are siblings. Again, they're just siblings. And so there was a lot of people there because they all came with their spouses and their kids, and so it was loud. She got a little bit overwhelmed. Only wanted mom or papa or dad. So, but once everybody left, then she was all smiles and happiness again. So, first things first, I'm excited because let's go down to the mat and I will show you why. Because, Rosanna, I have to tell you, these are my favorite spacers. If she's here, these are my favorite spacers, and I'm going to use these as the centers for some of my snowflakes because I think that they will look perfect in that thing. But I wish she was here. Should I wait to open my Advent gifts till she gets here? I can wait. I get to open 3 though because it's the weekend. Or should I do 2 and have 2 on one? No, I want to open 3 of them. It's so much fun. Anyways, I also made, where did they go? I know I have one over here. hold on, I'm going to grab something really quick because I want to show you guys how it works. Because I sell the little things needed to make these. Her friend's daughter's name is Adora, like as in adorable, which is just precious in and of itself. But I can show you because I put together a couple of color options for her. But this is one of them. And like I said, so you have to kind of pull this through and it comes, and then they come through. But yeah, so that was her little friends. And I put this one on upside down. So good thing she didn't pick that one. But there are those. And then I made these. And what these are is, oh, there's already one right here. It goes in your phone case and comes out the bottom. It does not interfere with your ability to charge this while this is on. So you don't have to worry about it going in and out, but you just create a little design. You could do an actual bracelet. I just recommend that you use the strongest stretch magic you have. And if you only have a thinner one, double it up, which is what I did. But look, you can still text everything, and then it just hangs down off your wrist. So they're doing great. So that's just one, and then I had these little like mom era ones. So I made some of these. You do not have to, but you do want to put a lobster clasp on because that's how you're going to attach it. They can also use these for lanyards. They can put their lanyard on it, like their work lanyard, any work keys, things like that. Then you just put them in. So I have like a lot of them. I bought them in bulk because I really like them. Sarah Lovecraft did a video and she sent me the link for these. I had these in the last sale, but if anybody wants them, let me know. I can't think of what I charged for them. I can't get this one off because my hand's not working. But like I said, you don't even have to use the silicone beads, though. I love the pearlized ones. You guys cannot see because this light is so bright and I can't stand up to fix it. But these are really good. Is Rosanna here yet? I want to open my advent calendars, but I want her to be here when I do it. But then I also made squish one that was a gingerbread man one, which was cute. And we put together her advent calendar. It is literally half the size of a bedroom door. So it's width-wise, it's like there's 2 inches on either side, maybe 1.5 inches. And then they oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? And then it goes down over half the door. So she wasn't just doing the wooden ones because they would have been hard to store. But the biggest ones in the wood were only like 14 inches by 14 inches. And she was like, no, that one will be better. I can fold it up. It's so big. It will fold up though. Her dad cut a dowel for it. And then he told Jason how to get like the little balls to go on the end to make sure it doesn't slide off. And then they can just roll it up and store it. But it's so cute. But yes. Oh, Mary and Anita, yes. Aw, you guys are so sweet. I love you. Okay. Beth, you need to go talk to Rosanna and ask her to get her booty in here so that I can please, please, please open my advent calendar stuff before we get into the designing. I will. Oh, let's see. Okay. Anyways, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and open. Oh, there she is. Ah, thank you. I've been waiting for you so that I could open this. my advent calendar. So let's go back down to the mat. I'm excited. I'm gonna do the weekends too. But you missed it. I pulled out, but I only pulled out 2 of them. Oh, here they are. I love these little like spacers. They're perfect to go in the center of the snowflake designs, which was so fun. So I thought I'd show you that. And I'm going to open day 5, 6, and 7 because it's the weekend. So I got, 10 millimeter matte rose quartz beads because she knows I like matte and we all know she doesn't like one. She doesn't like them, but yes. Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's another one. I'm really just in my Mrs. Roper era. Like, I'm in hard. I want to be cute and comfortable all at the same time. Ooh, I like these ones. Sometimes the matte ones, as she has said, feel more dirty. This almost feels like a frosted, not so much of a matte, but they're really pretty. And I'll use them. What is this, Rosanna? There's a pretty pendant. Oh, is this where they like resin a bunch of little pieces together? That's kind of cool. I really like this. It's funny because I keep all of my broken gemstones. I have a little box that I keep them in because I say that like this is what I want to do with all of them is that I kind of want to put them in resin like this. Speaking of, I did get a couple more roses in since we last talked, but I don't see them right here. I thought I had them pulled out. Oh, they are. They're right there. So I got 2 like this, and then there's another one. These are pink opal ones, which are very pretty. Oh, I almost broke the rules and used my my flesh cutters. And not just any flesh cutters, but my brand new ones. Cut that. So these are the pink opal ones. I really like them. I did get one more that I just don't have right here. It is amethyst, but it's a bunch of pieces in a resin form, but the roses are more open. So I thought that that could be cute if you guys wanted to look like if you wanted your bouquet to have various sizes, you could totally do that with those. Okay, day 7. I'm gonna see, this is why that was up because I was trying to find, yeah, that's the other opal one. I don't know. I have somebody ran a special on them, so I got some pretty good price matching. Okay, day 7. Oh, did she say what it was? Impression Jasper. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's cool. Oh, oh, I like these ceramic beads. These are so pretty. I might need to know where you got these from because these would be adorable on little snowflakes. They look like little Christmas candies. And then there's like a little ice skating. Is it a bead? Is it a charm? I don't know. I'm about to find out. Ooh, it is a bead. So it's right there. Aww, ice skating. There's some rinks here that are actually pretty popular. I wish that I could have learned to ice skate. I always thought it was like so much fun. Okay. Thank you, Rosanna. I'm loving all of my little surprises. Really, really, really. Um, I'm excited to use these. It'd be pretty in like a bracelet. So pretty. Love those, Rosanna. They're adorable. Soft flex, you got them last year, which means they don't have them anymore. Who? Okay, as far as the stuff that I made while I was with my kiddos, I have these. I haven't done the wraparound on the little ones yet. So I have those ones. And then speaking of some good beads for snowflakes, I found, and I have them in 3 colors, and I ordered a ton more because I really do like them. Because I'm kind of like, oh, look at these. They're like little balloons almost. So this one is like pearl, but it's a little more on the yellow side of cream, not the red side. And then this one is clear with silver, and this one is clear with gold. And they're beautiful. Okay, I will, Rosanna. I'm loving creating with them. I just got the silver ones yesterday, so I had it done with those. But I did make, I made these. They're going to be a gift for one of our friends. So this one just has like glass pearls with the see-through, and then this is just the red and green with the gold balloon beads, and I love them. They're very pretty. I'm excited. I don't remember if I showed you guys. See, this is the hook I came up with. So that's why I asked you, Rosanna, because I think you could come up with some pretty amazing hook things. This is going to be finished off somewhere. I just haven't figured it out yet. But you're good with wire wrapping, so that's why I asked you, because I think that you could make some beautiful ones. I love this. It's just pretty. So I need the hook to be pretty too. That's the problem. This is aluminum wire and 14 gauge. So and then all of my ornaments I use 18 gauge wire. It does limit some of the things that I can use, like the little 4mm crystals won't go on them. So then I just threw them in the twist around the top. If you do want to do this and do the twist around the top, you need to leave quite a bit of space so that as you twist, you have room to put these. Otherwise, it will be very tight and you will break beads if you try to do it just without leaving that bit of space. So those are some little baby icicles that I made while they were here. I have another one that I will make on screen. Oh, I also made this. I love the little bows. I'm gonna make my doctor's offices. Some of these to like keep for patients or just for the employees, whichever. Because I know that I have a hard time with little skinny pens, but I don't like them really thick either. And these ones are like perfect. And I love the little bow button on it. That's one of the buttons I was. Don't focus on that. Focus on my hand. Those are some of the buttons I was talking about sending to Randy. So today is the first day that I'm going to design with Randy's box. Now, I did wait, and after like I think I left it a whole week, and then I went back and got a second one. Well, Beth got me my first one, and then I was watching I watched the reveal again, and I was like, I'm gonna want some more of those beads. So I got a second one, but I'm going to stick to just designing with the items that would be in one box. I want so many more of these. It's ridiculous. That would be a really cute earring, actually. You could even do it. I don't know why I see this, but look at how cool that would be. That would be really cool. Mother of pearl, maybe. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you saw my unboxing, but the Moroccan jasper or agate is so beautiful. I think this is my favorite of this. Yeah, I think that one's my favorite. I know Beth got some more, so we'll get into all that. And then outside of the Christmas ornaments, my new favorite obsession is these teeny tiny bead caps. If you got the companion bundle a couple of months ago with the 4mm flower spacers in it, and how they're like, they have more heft. They're not just the standard little like 5 petal flowers that you can buy 1,000 for $4. Like, no, they have a design on the top. They actually sit up better, up a little bit. They're not directly on the bead like the other ones, which is nice. These are just like that. They are listed as stainless steel, which I get, but because they are a little bit, oh, thank you, Rosanna. That means a lot. Yeah, I like doing the little twisty thing. It takes quite a bit of time. This one was like so tedious with all the itty bitty delicate beads, but it finished it off so nicely. So I really like that. But it says that these are stainless steel, which they do match my stainless steel wire, but they have this little bit of a shine to them. So they look like a light gunmetal. Love them. So we have those. Okay. I don't think that I have any extras from the other box in here. So I did my unboxing. No, I didn't. I don't have any juice here. On the channel, I love this is probably my favorite thing. It just reminds me of like good old-fashioned gingerbread. So I really love that. That was fun. These will be perfect. Like the more white or clear ones will be perfect for, I just had them on my desk, I know, but I was trying to clear it off. I had so many like of the silicone beads all over my desk and stuff. Where did I put it? Okay, I don't know. And now I forgot what I was looking for. I can't. Oh, I know what I was looking for. The green bellflowers. If you stack those, or any of them really, but if you stack the little bellflowers 3 high, it looks just like a Christmas tree. So like this one has some yellow to it. If you use pink, you could use the green stars as the star on the top of the tree, but they're like the perfect size. And speaking of doing the wire around it, I think, what was I going to say? Oh, I used to do seed beads as like the lights, and I would wrap it around the tree that way. I'd normally go up to the top and then come back down to the bottom again. And if you put like a little 2 or 3mm wood bead or brown beads at the bottom, it looks like the trunk. It's really cute. So I just want to design with the one kit. That way I'm not doing something that somebody else who only got one wouldn't be able to do. But I might be direct creating the one necklace that Randy did, her knotted one, because it's so pretty. Oh, I think I'm gonna design with tiger eye, but it doesn't look like my tiger eyes in here. No, that is unacceptable. Okay, well, that's not gonna happen today then, because I'm not sure what that is. These are actually better quality bronzite. Randy asked my opinion, and from the picture, because they didn't have, like, every bead doesn't have a lot of gold on them, or like the striping that bronzite is known for. So but they are a little bit higher quality than what I initially thought. So let's see here. I love the little pine cones. I did not win in either box, but I believe Randy said that box extra. Wait, we have to video later when I get meds to me. I received strands from Randy. We were going to split, and I need to finish the order. Yeah, you do. Absolutely. Oh, that's right. So let's see. I did get, because she said some of them like had boxes and some of them had something else. I got two different versions, which she told me she was going to do, which I appreciated, of course. Same with the birds. I got two different colors. So I really like this blue owl. That's pretty. Okay, as you can tell, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I think I want to do something with the nugget beads and maybe add on one of the little wooden pendants down below or use those for earrings. Love these. Cannot remember what these are. Where's Anna? Do you know what these ones are? I know this is moss. My list isn't in here, unfortunately. I need to open all these and put them away, and I have my stuff right here. I love moss agate. Rhyolite, that's right. Thank you. I appreciate you. So pretty. I'm so excited. Okay. So I think that I want to work with the nuggets, possibly put a star or two in there. And then I just seem to decide if I want to anchor it with the lighter ones. Because this is also rhyolite, if I'm correct, right? Or am I wrong? The whiter one is tree agate. Okay. It was the best, Linda. I don't know why, but it was so much harder watching them leave than it has been any time we've gone there to visit. So I don't know why that is the way that it was. But like, I've got a little choked up when I leave California, but I like full on cried like a baby yesterday. She did really well in travel, other than the fact that she had a massive blowout while they were in the middle of nowhere, nowhere to like go in and use a changing station. Nope. They were just stuck in the middle of nowhere and had to figure it out, which they did beautifully because they're a great partnership. They have a very strong partnership. It's funny because I was talking to her and she was like, the nuggets are garden quartz. Okay. So then this is moss agate, rhyolite, tree agate. And then this is garden quartz. I believe I have all those correct now. I like these crystal quartz too, though. Ooh. And these are some good quality nuggets because they're all pretty much, say maybe that one, all pretty well drilled in the middle for like nugget beads or pebble beads. They're really pretty. No, these are nuggets, those are pebbles. I didn't sleep well last night, can't tell. But so other than the blowout on the side of the road, that she did really well traveling. And then Gigi put uh Gigi put finger puppets in her advent calendar when she was here. So Jerica said those came in very handy for the second half of the trip when she was like wide awake. Alrighty. Yes, I think that I want to make a bracelet using, or a necklace, using these. So, I want to do it with those. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to use the red light. I might keep these out just to kind of put a grounding stone in the pattern. Okay. Yeah, I did my unboxing for this and I haven't looked at it since because I focused all of my attention on my granddaughter, my daughter, and her partner while they were here. And then when I created, it was at night or specifically something she asked me to create. So, but I'm going to show you the ornament I'm going to make her. I'll probably have the supplies for that on Monday. Okay, now I just have to decide if I want to use gold or silver findings. And I'm strongly leaning towards gold. Question for you guys. Do you know if you can find a place where you buy just the lids? I lose them and then my stack end up being like 20 high. And then Hobby Lobby changed the lids they use so they don't all even fit together. Because I was like going to break them up into smaller stacks. And yeah, that didn't happen because they changed the design of their stackers. I did find my bag of pork for my glass jars. Hubby had put them in the laundry room one day or in the garage because somebody was coming over and he was doing a quick cleanup and he promptly left them there. Okay, there's that. I need some wire, stringing wire. I'm trying to remember where we put it. I don't know where my softflex is, and I don't want to get in trouble with Linda for using a tiny wire. That is. Oh, I don't even know if I can find that. Goodness gracious, Heather. We might be doing a snowflake regardless because I cannot find any of my stringing wire. I packed up so quickly before the show. Oh, this is what the other rose looks like. So it's opened, but it's little like chips in resin. So I thought having these would go nicely. Otherwise, it's just the gold. It's 5 hour. It's a 5 hour job. Hi, Kim. Just happened on to me. I'm here every day, love. Well, other than when my daughter was here. Okay. Let's see. We might just have to go to the crystals, guys, and make a snowflake because I am like way low on supplies. I need to get some new ones. And I like these. So we can do gold. Let's see. Make sure I have enough. I wish I had some bronze ones. I might still hang those bronze snowflakes. Okay, so I'm keeping these out because I might end up using like this green and red on one, which would be really pretty, I think. And I think I have some um crystals. I have the other red ones. I don't think that they're a direct match, but okay. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I had a bad night. I didn't sleep well and stuff, so okay. So let's just do kind of a candy cane version using these little beads. Okay, how do we want to start this? Where is it good? So, tiny, tiny. Like those ones. And we'll start with a couple of itty bitties at the center, and then we can go up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I don't want those just like spilling off. Alrighty, so per usual, we're going to start the itty bitty bead down at the center. And then I think I want to put a star next. Oh no, we're doing candy cane first. So let me make sure that these are able to be next to one another, or if they're going to overlap and cause more of a gap, which is exactly what it looks like is happening. But that's okay, because I can start with the crystals, and I don't think that will be an issue. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll take one of our little spacers. These ones are going to be very simple ones, except I don't want it to be quite this small. So let me think here. I could just do another red and be good and call it good. This will be the candy cane one. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, I will tell you that while I wasn't creating, I did like give myself a good talking to and letting myself know that it doesn't have to be complicated for it to be pretty, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes the best ones are, you know, a very simple stack. Oh my goodness, these are very strong. These are Beadsmith ones that I ordered. I was going to order the beetle on ones, Rosanna, but they wouldn't get here in time. So I have found that Beadsmith, okay, and Beetlon sometimes have very similar. All right, this one is fighting me, so it's going to become a teardrop so that I can close it. Holy cow. I do like the centers. I don't know if Beetlon is the same way as these, but it almost seems so it's much like flatter in the center. I do like the look of the the center like flower. Come on, where's the hole? There it is. So I may still glue one on, but I do really like these are, as you said, much sturdier than the ones that I had been using. And they, as you saw, are much better. Beadsmith is actually, oh, okay. I ordered them from Randy. Got you. Wait, what? What were you proud of me for? And now I have to go look. I don't hear inspired. She gave you a lot of credit for encouraging her to be more organic. They were beautiful. Samantha video. Aw. These ones right here are, I bought them all in a set, so there was 7 of each size. So where did I just put down the cardboard? One is like 3.5, one is a little bit bigger than that. So the one that I'm using now, do I have a ruler handy? I do not see one. Man, oh, here they are. These ones are 3 3 3/4 inch or 9.5 centimeters. And then there's ones that are, those are 6 inches wide, and the other ones, so there's 3 1/4, 4.5, and 6 that Beadsmith puts together. And yes, these are much sturdier. So, other than when I'm like doing something with the kids in my life, I'm a convert, Rosanna. Very much so. I like them a lot. This is actually the first one that I'm doing because they all came in while Jericho was here. So there was no. Okay, you rolled it that way. This still isn't all the way closed. Curious, has anyone else been using their Xeron crimpers to close loops and stuff? Holy cow. I did a 2-inch. Now, I do have dexterity issues. That one just kept clicking back out. So, and they are a little hard to wrap, but nothing too bad. The ones I was previously using, anybody could bend those. They bend quite easily, and yes, you can get them in packs of 100 or 200 even. The 200 pack that I got was, I think, $30. And the set for the 21, I think that they were a little over $1 a piece per per snowflake. So I can look it up if you guys would like me to. Let me see. I need a moderator that can do this stuff for me. Hello, sign in. They're sending me codes. I appreciate the security measures that Amazon uses, but sometimes when I'm just trying to do something very quickly, to sign in. Okay, let me go see my orders real quick. Where are they? Um, okay, so the pack of 21s, oh, I guess they're not quite $1 a piece. They're $16. Let me get this. This is not a affiliate link or anything. I don't have that set up yet, but there's the link. Let me make sure. Yes, that's the full link. I thought I missed the loop, but there's the link for the Beadsmith ones. If you have dexterity issues, just know that they're a little difficult to bend. And so on some of my snowflakes, I specifically put like a little metal ball at the end so that my crystals don't get broken. And I started doing that because I broke quite a few crystals. Will you please stop clicking back at me and just go where you're supposed to go? Thank you. And so I like to do that at the ends just so that your crystals aren't getting hurt, especially if it's a bicone. So I think after like Kelly, because I literally watched every single one of her videos. And I learned quite a bit from her. And then after, I would have to say that like the next ones that I would consider that helped me go to the next level are Linda, Rosanna, Brandy. Because they don't only like teach you techniques, they're there to answer questions. They're there to give little like, oh, that's not working, try it this way. And so they have helped my jewelry making expand so much in 2025. And I'm very excited to see how I grow next year. So I have to order the little camera still. I have the photo paper because I got it on a discount thing with Temu, but I haven't bought the printer yet. I need to. I'm going to get the little HP RT with the 2.3 millimeter or inch what's the word? I don't know what it's that has the sticky on the back so that it's a little bit easier to like put them in. I don't have to mess with glue because I'm allergic to adhesives. So But yes, you get the individual packet there, $1 for the 6, about 85 cents and 70 cents. Okay. The memory wire glue on the ends. Oh, so like, so you don't have to roll it at all? That would be amazing. I didn't even think about doing that. Where do we find the memory wire glue? Or I could maybe use the Gorilla Glue. That's like, they came out with well, a new to me one this past year. Let me see if it's right here. It is it has the white lid on it. And that is more reminiscent of like E6000, and it's more of the like rubbery, not the like stuff that would crack, so I really like it. It takes longer to dry. Also, if I'm going to do a knotting project, I love using Gorilla Glue to form the ends of my like nylon stuff. I don't know what I was just gonna say. Lost my train of thought. That is so frustrating. I know it's just like, I imagine it's similar to like people with Tourette's. We just know that they don't have control over what they're saying. So, and I know that you guys give me that same grace. It's just really frustrating. But you guys make it easier for sure. Oh yeah. I also, guys, I haven't made one yet because they look to be a little more labor intensive. I think I showed them to you guys on a live. They're just like, it's like they took two little frames and stuck them together, but they're offset. So you have more area to put beads. The only thing is that that is definitely one that you're going to be using. It just happened again. You're going to be using very small beads on. There, it came back that time. So it works out. Hey, Linda, I hope you don't mind me asking her too, Rosanna. I asked Rosanna during her live if she would do a video on like how to make decorative hooks for your Christmas tree. They're just a little glue on balls. They don't specify a type of glue. Okay. It's a gel. Has the green cap here. Okay, that makes sense. And one if you want to dangle on the bottom. But that would still give the little effect because four of them would be a little bit shorter than the other two. So I did this with aluminum wire. I'm going to finish off the end here. But this is the hook. If you have any ideas on a way to do like decorative ornament hooks, I would be so, 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 so happy. Please, please, and thank you. Because I want them to have hooks that matches like how pretty the ornament is itself. So if you could, I would be very happy. You do have I believe in that link, you do have the option of doing just the individual sizes over or you can find them as individuals, but the way that I got them, if you divide them equally, it comes out to 76, a little over 76 cents a piece. So yeah. So that's why I went with that. But you guys, I have noticed this a lot lately. Like, be very careful when you are ordering some certain things on Amazon, because I have found over and over and over again that within the same listing, sometimes the smaller quantity works out to be cheaper than, like, instead of ordering the 500, or let's do an even number, 450 beads. It's cheaper to buy 3 $2.50 packets than it is to buy the larger quantity. So always make sure of that, and make sure that you aren't getting. I don't like that they do that. I understand it used to only happen when there were like certain sales or whatever else, but it has gotten to the point where even when something's not on sale, um, that it's still happening, and I'm still finding that it happens, and it happens a lot on beads, and findings, and well, that's what I shop for a lot. But just to be aware, just always take that extra 15 seconds to figure out the math, like the per bead math, on the various options, so that you are able to get the most beads for the budget you have allotted for them. So just wanted to say that real quick, because it happened to me once and I was peeved, and I sent the big quantity back and ordered myself 3 smaller ones, and yeah, I was not happy, and I didn't leave a very nice review for those people, because I don't think it's right to do stuff like that to people. So here's our little candy cane. I believe I have a candy cane charm even that I can hang from this. Why is this not on its what was I coming up with? Charms. We're looking for charms, Heather. Unfortunately, the only Christmas charms. Ooh, wait. I have some from Beadbox Bargains, but I'm pretty sure they're all full too. Candy cane. Really? I can't find a single. There's all these red and white beads, but none of them are a candy cane. I've got the Santa. Oh, found one. Ooh, it's just gold. I like that, actually. Even though it's on a silver wire, there's no saying. I might look a little bit harder. I was gonna say, I can leave it like that. Nope. My brain said that does not work out. Okay, next, I want to do one with the stars. I also did find that the wire used on these had more beads fit on. So I was able to do some designs, or I'm going to be able to do some designs that I couldn't previously do because they kept getting hung up or wouldn't fit on the snowflake on the frame. So I'm excited to go back and be able to do that, especially now that I have my new little balloon beads. Rosanna, these would be so pretty on a sun catcher, or like if you did another hot air balloon one, these would be really pretty on them. It's the clear with the gold and like a really dark green would be so pretty. Let me see here. I might just go ahead and make that right now. Not a hot air balloon, but the colors. Or not. I just don't know where it's gone. Okay, next one we're going to do is going to be blue and silver. I'm going to go ahead and put these in a stacker for now because I know I have the other strands. Also, another tip at Hobby Lobby, they always have a little area in the back where all of their like discontinued or maybe only the packaging is they're zhuzhing it up and making it different. There's always a place typically in the back near like the restroom or the employees entrance that has like stuff that they're no longer going to use and whatever. It works if you take the lid off, Heather. I guess I'm just so used to mine not having hook or lids. Okay, quit being a pill. I thought it was just to be easier to use the triangle. One fell over here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the clear out because I might use those for something else. But let's play with the blue because I just got these big beads over the weekend, but haven't gotten to use them yet. Definitely going to be on a larger frame though, because I think it'll be fun. And then I this little like bead mix that I didn't really have a lot of any one color, but it's the same color. So I have like that size that kind of matches the same shape. So we will start out as we always do with some kind of little spacer at the beginning. I think I'm going to go with crystal bicones. This is an example. The 3 and sometimes 4 millimeter check glass bicones did not fit on the, I don't like saying cheap, but it is. That's what it is. They're cheaper. Right? See what I mean? It doesn't fit on this anymore. It's so frustrating. Okay. So I'm going to start with these itty bitty 3 millimeter little bicones at the center. Do I need to put a little silver ball on first? Well, if I could figure out how to put this on, we could find out. I might need just that little bit. Will you go on, please? Thank you. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna want to put a little silver ball down first. I just had the tall silver. It was under the containers. I think I'm gonna go with the 2.5 millimeter here. Oh, another idea, you guys. If you really like the ornament that say you made, you like the way the colors look together, you can make a bracelet that could be worn all year. And one of the ways to do that would be like this one. Yes. If this was a strand with one that was gold and white and red and white or whatever, it's going to look Christmas. If you do stackers, though, this can be worn all year long. This doesn't necessarily scream Christmas, but if you have the other ones with Christmas colors and you put them on during the holidays, they're going to be seen as Christmas jewelry. So just a note. We're going to go ahead and pop these little 2.5 millimeter ones on, and then I need no, not those ones. I need the jar, the itty bitties, which I don't see right now. I think that if I put anything bigger than the little 4 millimeter daisy spacers on, then it's not going to do what I want it to do. I have one of my black and silver ones. They all like fit really pretty and made like a really nice decorative center. I just don't understand why I don't see them. Ugh. It's fine. You know what? Ugh. Those are just all spacers. Okay, it sounds like they're corrugated. All right, now our itty bitty little 3 millimeter crystals. I might go down to the 2 millimeter now then. Yep. I do want the itty bittiest. I think it will look nicer. Because otherwise it's just too big of a size difference in my mind. So yeah. I really am excited to see what I learned from all of you in 2026. I wasn't just like saying that to like say it. I like genuinely am looking forward to seeing how my skills improve as I continue watching all of you, because you guys really do impact my jewelry and my design choices. Even if I don't do things exactly the same way that you may, it doesn't mean that I don't learn something. And oftentimes I find that even when I switch things up, star ones, or like tweak something, it does help me expand my design skills for the next time around. Okay, I need to find the medium ones. They are. Those are the glitter dust balls, which I'm probably going to want too. But I have a little jar that has all my daisy spacers in it, and of course, I don't see it right here, which is annoying, to say the least. Yeah, those could be pretty too. Okay. Share of stars, I know that I have a whole jar like this, completely full of 4 millimeter daisy spacers. And somehow it got moved someplace off the desk that now I can't find it. Hold on a second. Those are the itty bitty baby pearls that I was using last night. See what happens when you have a 20 stacker? Thankfully, I had a lid on it. Whew! So it was just a bang, not like anything too serious. I don't think these are gonna fit. Try it. Oh no, these can go here. Okay. Yes, that's pretty. So we'll pull up some more for the next section. And then I have these kind of like barrel beads that I really like in this bead mix. And they have like an AB coating, which is really pretty. Do you want to do a bead cap or spacer? I like that spacer. This came in a kit with like 5 or 6 different beads, and there's 50 or spacer, and there's 50 of them. Each different spacer beads, there's 50 of, which I love because most of the time when you buy a bead mix, you're not necessarily going to actually something really quick. You rarely get enough. Sometimes there's like 10 of each or 15 of each, which is always annoying to me. Okay, yes, do a smaller one here. And then I want to do this. No, not that one. Where's the other? This one's a little bit thinner. Too big. I don't like to like drastically change the size and or shape of a bead to where it doesn't look like the same bead anymore, because it gets so overshadowed by the next one coming. I'm going to try to flip-flop those. Let's put the triangle on there, then the blue bead, and then the snowflake. Yes, I like that better. We're going to put this one on. And then we're going to go for this. I hope I don't annoy you guys by always changing my projects. I know some people prefer like all of the groundwork to be done before you come on. That's not going to leave me room for my center. I use this crystal, so we need to go to a smaller one. But is this the same size as the other spacer? It is indeed. Let's see. Come on. Okay, here's some smaller ones. Yeah, those will work. And then we'll go to here. And then the thin one. To the little hex. Hexagonal bead. And then I think we want to go straight into the center bead. Or do I want another crystal in the middle? I just don't think that the barrel bead is going to do what I want it to. So we're going to have to go to the smaller one. And then we can go to the larger bicone. No, the larger bicone. And then this will set off the center stone. Oh, hello. Thank you. Nope, that's gonna be too big too. Okay, not the bicone. I don't like to like keep everything, all of the beads the same shape. I like to mix it up. I don't know, maybe I'm just going to do a stacked thing between that blue and another and just do like, I'm gonna do like that. No, don't like that. Maybe that's it. Share star. This bead. Do you guys always go out and then back again, or do you just design it to where the beads just get bigger going up? Because I do that a lot, and now I'm sitting here going, it might actually be better if I didn't and just design the whole thing as one pattern from start to finish rather than going out from the middle and then back down. I don't know. I would love to hear what you do. Largest in the middle. Yeah, that's what I do too. Okay. It's okay, Anita. Yes, I love silver and blue. It is like one of my favorite Christmas color to get, like the little color. Where did the itty bitty ones go? There they are. Okay. And then, because this is an itty bitty bicone, crystal bicone at the end, I am going to put another one of the spacer beads so that I don't crack my bicone, especially because this one looks like it's going to be a very small top. So I'm going to have to go from the center, and sorry I'm not on camera for this, but I feel like it'll be easier if I can. It just threw off the silver ball. I need that, please, sir, ma'am. Okay, stand up right there. From there. I find if I pour them into my hand and then put them on my mat, they don't tend to like bounce the way it does when I try to go directly from the container to my mouth. Okay, so we are going to put the little silver ball at the top. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm just going to use the first step, but I'm going to keep it over here next to my body so that I have more leverage. And see, it cracked the bicone. Pull out my memory battery. Okay. I'm not going to be able to get another itty bitty bicone on here, I don't think, with the angle of the wire. Ugh. Okay, I like these for their strength, and I like them because they are like more sturdy, but I don't like that it just goes willy-nilly. Wait, yes. Let's use the bicone. Okay. I managed to straighten it back out. Anybody have any tips on the best way to do this? I broke several of my the memory wire like round pliers. See, it just keeps something that it's doing is cracking the bicone, even with the silver ball at the top. So we are going to have to probably end this at the like this rather than putting the crystal in between them, because doing so just keeps, I broke 3 of them and I'm not sure why. All right, longest in the middle. And sometimes I make the arms all the same and sometimes 3. Yeah, I like to do that as well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mary. So this also allows me to go to the second hook, which seems to be easier for me to do. And then I can just squish it together at the end using my Saran Clippers. I don't know that I necessarily got this loop around as good as it is. Just this one is going to have movement, which is not my favorite thing. I don't want to try to force it as I sit here and try to force it. The loop, I don't like the beads going around like willy-nilly, because that's how you get broken beads that with this. It's not going to let me do. So, Rosanna, I think I'm going to be looking for some memory wire glue. See if I can't get it from Amazon. Though everything is running slow right now, even Amazon. I haven't gotten like a next day return on any of them. Okay. I know I'm running over, so if any of you have to go, please feel free to do so. If you're beating yourself and you're good to stay, I'm good to stay because I want to finish this design. Then I'm going to go look for, if I can get these itty bitty 2mm spacers on there. There we go. Okay. I'm probably just going to stop. No, I think I like having 2 things of space, actually. Okay. Itty bitty blue crystal. See, and I know that you guys know that sometimes I'm a little bit snobby about beads with AB coating, but when it's done right, I love it. So it's not just like, I just don't like when they're used to place, like the old lipstick on a pig metaphor. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, the thin one, and then that is a round, not a bicone. Okay, got our round, and then our saucer spacer, snowflake spacer. And the difference between a snowflake and a sheriff's star is the number of spokes on it. That's all it is. So if you've heard them called a sheriff's star, that's the difference. Salsa. Rondell. There we go. Read these. I just realized that I used 2 of the daisy spacers in a row, and I wouldn't typically do that. So it's like, why does it feel like I'm missing a bead? Am I? I don't think I am. This must be like the long spoke. I have found that oftentimes there is one that's a little bit longer, so that might be what it is here, because you can see there's quite a bit of space left. And the only thing I'm going to add is that and then one of the little spacer balls. That's it. So this must be the one either to hang and like if you put a dangle on the bottom, this would be a good one to do it with. I'm hoping though that since this is a bigger one, I can bend it pretty well and then roll in my end, which I'm using the second step. But yes, I will definitely be looking to go find some of that memory wire glue you were referring to, because this is a pain in the tuchus, let me tell you. I still like the way they look. I still like all of that. It's just the trying to make loops with it. There we go. It was a tad too long. Oh, let me see if using just a round nose plier is easier than trying to do it with the. That did was in fact easier. So I used my Comfort Care round nose pliers on this loop, and it really did help quite a bit actually. So over the step bail making pliers, not sure why it was easier, but it just was. Wait, is that a round or a bicone? That is a round. I'm using the bicones. Triangle spacer. Little baby bicone in the blue color. I probably should have checked to make sure I had enough of each of these beads from this bead mix. We're just gonna hope we have enough, especially since I just dropped that one. Okay, J's our spacer. All right, have a good day. Oh, that's a good idea. I actually have some links that are like two loops with a ball in the center. I wonder if I cut off, if that would work. You got my mind going. See what I mean? You always help. You help take my designs to the next level because of your willingness to share your experience and just to share the things that you found based on your experience doing jewelry for so much longer than I have. So, and you're like me and try to find ways to do it on the cheap rather than spending a bunch of money on something that is expensive just because of what it is when it doesn't need to be, because in the end it's still just glue. It's not like you're taking trade secrets away from somebody, which drives me crazy. And you guys, in case you've never heard me say this before, anything that I design on my channel, you are more than okay to take them and use them in your designing. If you want to give me credit, like as in someone goes, oh my gosh, where did you learn to do that? And you want to let them know or like steer them to my channel, that's appreciated. But as far as when you're selling things, you guys don't need to ever worry about giving me any kind of credit because it's on the internet. I don't think it's fair to expect that people are always going to give you credit when you're doing something on the internet. It just doesn't make sense to me. I also don't understand Facebook groups that have like moderator approval on them. We're all adults. Like on Beading Besties, there are none of those rules. And we've now had that group for almost 6 months. It has been completely self-moderated. And when I say that, I don't want you to misunderstand that somebody did something that wasn't okay or whatever else. We're all adults. If somebody says something a little bit hurtful, the person that it hurt goes to them, and that I think that's happened maybe twice. Other than that, I haven't heard anything, and neither have any of my admins. It's just because we're all adults, and I think that my stuff, I think that it's perfectly okay to sell stuff. I'm confident that if somebody likes my design, they're going to buy it. But I don't think that's allowing other people to post jewelry items for sale within the group is going to hinder somebody buying my stuff, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm not making sense. I hope I am, though. I hope you know what I mean. And to each their own. I'm not saying that my way is the right way and the thing that everybody else should do. If you have if you had several situations that led to going to a moderated thing, then obviously do what you need to do for your group. If there's anything that's rude or mean within my group, which there hasn't been this need yet, but that person just wouldn't be like, if they're just being unkind for like no reason, then that person just doesn't need to be part of Beading Besties. If someone doesn't follow the community rules and they discuss pricing and all this other stuff within the group, you give them a reminder, and for the most part, it's done. Because I require actual worded, like you have to type something into the questions, we really haven't had too many spammers on the group. I think since it started, we've had to take 2 people out of the group. That's it. Or 2 accounts out of the group, I should say. They could very well have been the same because they were both trying to peddle things that were very similar. So they had a lot of the exact same wire wrapped items, and they look to be identical pictures and everything from start to finish. So, that's a spam account that's just trying to get people's money, and I'm not going to have that in my group, so they get deleted. just out of curiosity, they said that they were going to start getting rid of group chats. Have they done that? I don't know if they do. Beth, you will have no problems making snowflakes. None. You are going to dive in, especially I think that you will be able to come up with some amazing like blue and clear designs, as well as other colors families, but I just know that you love blue, so I think that you're going to be able to come up with some pretty amazing designs. You like, I get that you want to practice whatever, because yeah, we all need to, but you got that herringbone down thing, the herringbone pattern, I don't down so quickly that I have no doubt that you'll be able to do the same on here. That is not the same bead. Looks to be a couple, that's a bicone. It looks like there might be a couple of crystals that I wouldn't typically use in my work, but it's okay. And then we're gonna go to the crystal fight. That's just my 2 cents. As I said, if you found a need for it for specific reasons, I get it. If you want your group to be one where they're not allowed to sell their stuff, that's totally cool too. Like, I know that I can understand that a little bit more than the other, but that's just my 2 cents. Can you not because of where they went in, or just because you've got to rest and be in bed? Because I have I have one of the little like bedside tables, like they have at the hospital. I mean, nowhere near like this is going to be way too long for a loop. So, right cutter. Okay, kind of figured out like a little rhythm, and my comfort care from Beadsmith worked very well on these Beadsmith frames. Go figure. See, this is why I don't like simple loops. This is what they come out to for me almost every time. That is one of the like main reasons I came up, because I always have to go back and fix them. The other reason is I don't like them. I like the safety of doing it the way that I do it. But look, all my loops are crooked. I have to go back and fix that later on. But yeah, or when I'm done here. But I certainly did miss you ladies, though, let me tell you. I do appreciate all of the thoughts and prayers you guys have all had for me with the procedure, and then like getting my stitches out, which was, it's one of the hardest parts of any surgery for me, is getting the stitches out. I don't know why that pain bothers me more than other pain, but it does. How are you feeling, Beth? I hope you're doing okay. You're not in too much pain. Yes. Snowflake. Woo, caught it. Gotcha. Ugh. I mean, I'm not really surprised. You are my mama, right? Oh, just for the record, Beth is not, in fact, my blood mother, but she is my mama. Ugh. No, I only said that because we had a couple people who thought we actually were like mother-daughter. So we had to kind of, but she's the only mama I got. So I completely forgot that I wanted to use the silver luster beads and or the clear with the silver bauble things. So we still got 10 people going strong here. I think it's just because we're all beating together, or at least I hope that's why. I enjoy having the chat and look up there so often. Because I don't drive, I'm mostly housebound or bound. Sorry, not banned. So that's why I like the lives. I get that interaction with others that I wouldn't get otherwise because of the morning lives. So I appreciate it. I know I can't see all of you. I wish I mean, I know there is a way to do that, but not in a way that we can, um, not where just anybody can be on. I can set up a girlfriend's bead group within Beadalon, or not Beadalon, within StreamYard. And if that's something you'd be interested in doing, whereas you would be able to see the other people that are there. The end of this has a little burr on it, so it's not letting my bead on. I can do that. If we have a group, that would be fun. Okay, I'll put up a post. I will need email addresses from you if you are interested in doing it to where we can all see each other. We can show off what we're doing, all of that kind of stuff. I know. I'll have to do another one, is what I told myself, Rosanna. Well, darn, I'm just going to have to make another snowflake. That's one of the big ones. I need one of the smaller ones. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So I will put something up on the thing and we will plan a day and time. I will probably put up a poll to find out what time works best for everybody. And then try to schedule it to where the most amount of people can participate, because that's the goal, right? For everybody to be able to hang out. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun to actually like get to put faces to some of your names, get to see your designs, because I don't know why there are two different rondelles in Smith. There's ones that are like more, that are like the kind I don't like, and then there are some that are fine. So I don't know. But Beth, you, I, and Rosanna, we can bead any old time we want. Like, it's not difficult to do that. But as I said, it would be fun to be able to get to do it with others. There, and then a triangle and a ball spacer. Do, do, do. Oh, I have a design in my head now for using well, not all of these beads, but some of these beads, and using the other one. It's going to be probably my fullest snowflake I've made to date. So I think that'll be fun. I also just need to order some silver snowflake charms or something for the bottom of these. But, oh, Gwen, stop. There we go. All the way closed. Will the little ball come out still? No, that's good. And we're finished with this one, except I need to make a little dangle for it, which will probably just be like this bead stack with this bead. That will likely be the gist of what the hanging item will be. Oh, one of my hooks wasn't closed all the way because the little spacer bead just came out. That's lovely. It's okay though. Alrighty, I think that is it for this one. We've been on for just under 2 hours now. So we still have 11 of us here. So I can make the next snowflake very easily. The gala is tonight, so watching on TV while I get dressed. Aw. Thank you, Beth. Oh yeah, Beth, you need to go over and I sent you the link for her prayer circle that we did on Thursday night. So you were included in that prayer. So what is the gala? Ooh, sounds fancy. What kind of gala? Now I'm curious. I need all the information. If you guys send me your emails, I could add you to this actual live. It's not, I just realized that when I looked down. I'm not quite sure how many. Aw, you saw it? I figured you would, and I figured she does that every Thursday night. So if any of you prayer warriors want to get together to pray for yourself, other members of our community, anything of that nature, she does it every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, correct? Oh, she makes the most beautiful pens. These are the beads that I forgot to include in your package. Also, your nylon pliers that you wanted. But look, see the little bead fits on top, and if you want it to be double-sided, there is enough room to put one on the other side, so it's double-sided, but it's nowhere near as fabulous as the ones I just ordered from you. But ooh, black tie. Fun, fun. But she also makes jewelry too, don't but her pens are fabulous enough to go and give her a like and a follow. In fact, let me go get her real quick. Get over here real quick. Blessed and beautiful. 18. Blessed and beautiful. 1852. So, oh, just in case. Yeah, I have a bunch of them. I also have like mandala ones and flower ones. So yeah. But yeah, you're due for another package. I guess we're just meant to send you something every day. It's gotta happen. That's why I keep forgetting things. But in case you don't follow her, there she is in Rose's Garden 6905. Duh, you guys, it's the at with their names. I feel silly for that though, because you guys already have the info. So these centers do kind of look like I did put um a little daisy spacer. It kind of looks like that already, but I'm kind of obsessed with this spacer bead and I'm going to use it as the center of a snowflake or two because I love it. It pops up a little bit. I don't know that it's technically a pumpkin bead because it's really thin, but I think it just fills in the space perfectly and you get like the little 3D effect of it standing up. So love these. Those are cool. Okay. Okay, if I'm going to do another one, I need another frame. Aw, those are the little ones. Where did you put the big ones? I literally just had them out. Where did it go? Where did I set them when I was done looking for them? Or I'm not going to do a big one on the better frame, but I do have this one right here that I could. I just don't see them, and I just happen to have one on my deck that I use. But those expensive ones aren't bad. You just have to let people know that you know you want to store these in like in something else or like stacked so that they don't get messed up. Okay, we're gonna start with a little round crystal this time. And then we're gonna get into the fancy because I want to see what those. Will you please just go on? Thank you. Why do you have to be so difficult? So I want to use the silver these, and then my silver stardust falls out too. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at how pretty that's gonna be. Oh, you can't see because my head's in the way. Look at they're like translucent with just silver in between and then a little bit on the top. So we have those. This is gonna be my blingiest. I want to put it on the good frame. So let me see if it's got tucked behind. Oh, okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what happened. Let me see if I can still add my other camera because it's not letting me use my Meet camera. Oh my goodness. That's annoying. Let me see if I can fix it. And if I can, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I just need to remind my computer. Come on. It's okay. Thank you. Hopefully I can add the other camera now. Otherwise, we may have to be done for the day. Oops, there we go. Okay. Okay. Set up again. Okay, did I lose everybody? Sorry, no, my battery didn't die. I like bumped the cord where the cord goes in. So, yeah, annoying. Okay, silver stardust. I'm so excited. This is going to be a pretty one. And I'm talking about these little silver stardust. Ooh, I'm upside down. Let me fix that. Well, great. Yeah, I think we might have to call it a day because I have no idea where my remote went to. I don't want to be all upside down in the video. I promise I will post pictures of this after I finish it, or I can show you on Monday. But yes, I think it's time to call it a day. I will see all of you on Sunday. I don't have a guest as of yet, so if you want to come on, Rosanna or Renee or anyone else, you're more than welcome to. I'd really like it if Beth would set stuff up so that she could do it with me, because we were supposed to do that. So maybe I can talk her into it. But anyways, all right, sounds good. Have a wonderful rest of your day and an even better weekend. I hope that you all stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you guys again Sunday evening. Have a blessed day. And as always, happy beading.